All right, Victionary. I just unmuted you, my dude. How are you doing today?
All right,
Appreciate you
what's
coming
up?
through.
What's up, man? It's a wonderful day in the neighborhood. It's a wonderful day in the neighborhood. Can't really complain. Living life, having fun.
Beautiful. And you said you're working on some stuff for videos. Are there any days where you don't have work to do for YouTube, or is it pretty much a
No,
full time thing?
this once you make that YouTube account and you decide to go full time, there's no days where you're not thinking about well, at least
Yeah.
in my opinion, for me, there's no days I don't think like, okay, I could do better at this. Okay, I can get better thumbnails, or I can do this idea, or I can save this and do that. Like
Yeah.
I'm constantly thinking. It's kind of like a bad thing because I'm
Yeah.
always thinking like, all right. What's next? What can I do better? What can I do this? What can I do that? And it's like a non-stop thing. I could be laying in the bed at 2 o'clock in the morning and I'm writing down ideas on my notepad. Like I've done
Yeah.
this plenty of times for years. So there's honestly
Yeah.
there's no reason for me to miss a day of uploading because I have probably about 500 video ideas that I've never done on my phone.
Yeah.
But I just haven't gotten around to do them yet because I didn't have the necessities or the facilities to do it, but now I
Yeah.
do because I'm in a bigger city. I got some cameramen working. I got some stream stuff going behind. Like it's a
Yeah.
lot of things.
You got a lot
It's a
going
work in
on.
progress. So
Yeah.
yeah, it's whew,
It's
it's
a
tough.
busy life, and I feel like kind of describing that, having ideas pop up, the best ideas pop up when you're trying to finally get some sleep, and getting that
Oh,
notebook
yeah.
is definitely important. So guys, take notes in the chat here. I'm not asking him specifically about what to do if you're somebody looking to make it on YouTube, but already you're dropping some little pearls of wisdom for us. Yeah, and I will say one thing, like just from watching your YouTube channel. You're not just your typical like Madden news type guy, like putting out whatever comes out that week. You do have creative ideas for videos that kind of transcend into like that entertainment category. But think back to when you first got into YouTube. Like what year was it that you first made that YouTube account? Um,
Man.
how long ago are we talking here?
Okay, so I uploaded videos, but this was more when I was like, I guess you would put me in like the just chatting category, like you would on Twitch. I
Yeah,
was just doing whatever came to mind. It wasn't really it wasn't really any ideas that were thought out and like put into
yeah,
production and this and that. So the first YouTube video, honestly, is private now.
yeah,
I honestly do not remember the date. I remember the exact video. The video
yeah.
was me playing 2K, Madden. I think it was FIFA and Call of Duty. It was just like a
In one
montage
video.
of a bunch of stuff. Yeah, just
Yeah,
in one video, I was like, "Welcome to my
wild.
channel." 2K, FIFA, Madden, like just everything, packs, game. And then I remember, I'll never forget this. In the very first gameplay, I put the same play in there like 2 or 3 times. It
Yeah,
was a rookie mistake, but it was my first video. So
yeah,
after that, I started taking it serious about 2018.
yeah,
That was when I was like, okay, let me actually upload every day and actually have some decent ideas. Like
yeah.
that was the year that was if some of you probably don't know, but I moved to Memphis and the 2017 going to 2018 year. So I think it was Madden, what would that be? Madden 19?
Yeah.
Madden 19. So Madden 19 was the first year I took it very serious. Now I have the Madden 17, 16. I think I even have 15 and 25. But no, I do have
Yeah.
25. I have all these videos on my channel. I have the playlist and all that stuff. It's just privated because I'm gonna go back
Yeah.
to it and I'll eventually just release every video I've ever
Yeah.
uploaded. And it'll just be an onslaught of all the old memes and
Yeah.
like
The
it
throwback
didn't have a
videos.
face cam though, so you can't really make too
Yeah.
much fun of me. But it can't be stuff I haven't heard already.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, it was 2018 was when I was like, all right, let's go full fledged and let's actually see where this stuff and me just having fun can take me. Because
Yeah.
honestly, this is just I turn the lights on, the camera on, and I just have fun, bro. Like
Yeah.
it's that's why it's so easy to me just to get on here and then before years before I would not like fully express myself by like saying certain things or certain words
Yeah.
and certain profanities or so if it offended certain people but not something crazy,
Yeah.
but I would cross that line or that barrier and I would just be like, I mean, it's just jokes. Like
Yeah.
my favorite comedian was Dave Chappelle, so
Oh yeah.
I,
Dave
I
Chappelle's incredible.
exactly. So I mean,
Yeah.
I love those jokes. So
Yeah.
I say the curse words are jokes, and in the day they love it.
Well,
So
exactly. That's the thing, and the best, like, most sustainable way to build a community and have a fan base is really just to be yourself. Because if you're trying to put on a mask or play a
oh yeah,
role, it gets exhausting to do that every single day, every single
man,
upload. So being yourself, like, and having people, embrace that, like, that's kind of the best case scenario, and more comfortable for you too, I'm sure as well, not having to
easily.
worry about
Because
it.
when people come up to talk to you or they see you out in public and you're not that same character, now you
Yeah,
have to like turn that character on. Like,
yeah,
man,
yeah,
no, I don't have time for it, bro. Like,
absolutely.
if you meet me in person and if I see a funny thing about you or a joke about you, I'm gonna say it to you. Like, whether you know me or don't, or whether I know you, I'm gonna say it to you. I'm like, I'd rather say the jokes because I'm like, I'm 99.9% sure as I walk around the world, people are making jokes about me.
Oh yeah,
And I don't really
absolutely.
care. It's fun.
People
It's
got to
jokes.
not take stuff too seriously. Like, bottom line,
Yeah.
even though this is now a full-time gig for you, and we'll talk about, well, we already kind of did talk about when you decided to take it seriously, but bottom line, we're still playing video games too. Video games are meant to be fun. If you're doing it and you're
Exactly.
not having fun, maybe it's time to move into another field, And I have to remind myself of
Oh,
that too, even on a much smaller scale sometimes. Like,
oh,
let's just
you
have
can
fun with
go
it.
somewhere else. Go
Yeah,
somewhere else with all that because
absolutely.
it's just meant to have fun and laugh. Like I feel like laughter. Like I know love is a big thing in everybody's heads and minds, but I feel like laughter is the only thing that is undefeated. Like
Yeah,
ever. Laughing is the only thing that's undefeated. Like love, you get your heart broken, you just breaks
yeah,
my whatever. But laughing, you cannot tell me one time that you've laughed and it hasn't made you any type of percent like it
yeah.
just makes you
It's always
happier. So
positive. It's always
yeah.
positive. Yeah,
So
absolutely.
that's
100%.
really what not necessarily push myself on, but like as long as I can make one person laugh a day,
Yeah,
I succeeded.
that's
It's
a
that's I
W.
succeeded.
Absolutely, and you mentioned there that 2018 you moved to Memphis. Is that so? Where are you from originally?
From Charlotte, lived
Yeah.
in Atlanta, then went back to Charlotte, and then moved to Memphis, then moved to Vegas, then moved to Charlotte,
Oh,
then moved to Texas. I like
wow.
traveling enough, so I don't mind it.
Yeah.
I like seeing different things. I'm a big believer. I'm a firm believer in honestly, you'll never reach your full potential staying in your hometown city. That's just
Yeah.
my opinion. Because you're used to those same things, used to those same people. You'll develop a routine of doing the same exact thing, and go
Yeah.
somewhere new, man. I always say if anybody ever DM me asking me for advice about, oh, should I do this? Should I do that? Oh, let's say I want to go to college in I don't know, New York, but my family lives in Texas.
Yeah.
Go to New York, bro. Like, just go.
Yeah.
The things you'll see, the culture you'll see, just the way the world works differently from a 4 hour flight is crazy.
Yeah.
Up there, they don't drive cars. Down here, I mean, they drive cars, but not as
Yeah.
much as down here. Down here, there's like an 18-lane highway. Like it's
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
go out and experience while you don't have any necessarily like responsibilities. You just have to worry about yourself, making sure you stay healthy, drink your water and making sure you going to work, staying like all that type of
Yeah.
stuff. You don't
Yeah.
have to worry about family. If
Yeah.
your family, not everybody's family is perfect. So you have those
Of
family members
course.
that annoy you, some ones that you love, this and that. But when you're by yourself, that's when you really grow as a
Yeah.
person. That's what happened when I was in Memphis. I was by myself. I mean, I had roommates that I
Yeah.
knew, but as far as like family and like
Yeah.
seeing different things, there would be some days where I would just be like, "All right, boys, I'll be back," just and go out and just explore.
Absolutely. Yeah, like that's kind of when I went to college and I only went about an hour away from home, but for me it still felt like it was a world away because I have my
Yep.
own place to live in. The growing up that you do living on your own as opposed to being stuck
Oh,
at home is crazy. And a lot of my friends, they stayed at home for college, they commuted, drove to college, and they had a totally different experience to me, and it's yeah, absolutely valuable advice to get out there and take risks. And I feel like I'm Canadian. Canadians, we don't seem to move that much. Like, honestly, people, we grow up somewhere and that's where we live, in an hour
ah,
vicinity of that. Whereas in the States, I feel like, people are a lot more willing to just up
oh
and
yeah,
move and try something else out, which I do admire
oh
that for
yeah.
sure. 'Cause it's not easy, but
Because
it is a good experience in the long run.
yeah, it's just like the thing about it is I learned how to cook. I learned how to pay the bills. I learned how to, making sure it's really the little things like making sure you got tissue paper, toilet paper, soap, deodorant. Like it's
Yeah.
the little things, undershirt,
Oh, yeah.
underwear. socks. Like it's just the little things you learn
That's taken
by
care of for
living by
you. Yeah.
yourself. Yeah, so that's why I always say if you have the opportunity, the chance to go somewhere else for college or for a job or for just any opportunity that'll make
Yeah.
your situation better, go for it, man. You never know what you'll see, meet, or do out there that could change your life. So
Absolutely.
it could be good or bad, though. You know, some people have went off the deep end going somewhere else, but you know,
Yeah, that's true. If your family's the group that kind of grounds you, if that's your safety blanket, then yeah, you might not want to go too far. At
yeah,
least not more than one long bus ride away. But
yeah.
yeah, absolutely. So guys, I hope that's already two little nuggets that you've gotten so far. I hope you guys are writing all this down. But when I was bringing up that I saw that you were from Memphis, I did a little Google search, and you're the first person that I've been interviewing that I've Googled that had a celebrity birthday page. Did you know that you have a celebrity birthday page out there? It was like celebrity birthday,
Yeah,
Victionary. I was like,
I
that's wild.
do.
Yeah.
And the information is wrong.
I was gonna
Like
say
I don't know
it said your
who did
hometown is
that.
Memphis. Yeah, like who
I
does
don't
that?
know who made that. But I'm like I was in Memphis for like 9 months, bro. Like
Yeah, the internet
in
thinks it's your
multiple
hometown.
videos. Like
Yeah.
I don't know who made that, but they deserve to be slapped because I'm not from Memphis. I have nothing against Memphis because that's where I
Yeah.
grew the most. But
Yeah.
I'm from Charlotte. I lived in Charlotte. I lived in Atlanta. Like either one of those two would have been fine.
Yeah.
I was in Memphis for 9 months, and it was like, oh yeah, he has this, and that. He lives in Memphis. They even had my birthday
Yeah.
wrong at one point. It was like May something, and I was like,
Yeah.
whatever. So I honestly stopped looking at it. Like
Yeah.
I remember the first time I saw it, I was like, wow, like this is crazy. And then I looked and I was like, this stuff is wrong.
Yeah, oh yeah. It's a worse version of Wikipedia, but hey, at least you have it on
Literally.
there. That means you have made it. Like that's kind of like the pinnacle when you have those when you're considered a celebrity. And I mean, having 400,000 people plus on your YouTube channel, like that's got to be kind of wild. Like how when did you first start to see that growth? Like from just putting out videos just for the hell of it to like you're like this is like going really fast. This is picking up exponentially. Did you have a lot of
You know
years where you're
what's
kind of just like doing whatever on YouTube?
you know what's crazy is that I still don't realize how many people that is, and I still kind of just
Yeah.
do whatever essentially. Like people
Yeah.
always be like, Vic, that's a big number. I'm just like, it could be bigger, it could be better. I could be
Yeah.
working harder.
Yeah.
But they're like, Vic, that's like 10 stadiums. I'm like, but now I want 20.
Yeah,
Like, not to say
absolutely.
I'm never satisfied, but I'm always hungry if that makes sense. Like I'm
Of course.
satisfied sometimes, but then it's also like, all right, this little milestone is done. Let's go to the next one.
Yeah.
Okay, I got 400K. Let's do 425. Okay, 425. Let's do 440,
Yeah.
450, 475, five. Then six, then seven, eight,
Yeah.
nine. Like that's where my head is. My head isn't like,
Absolutely.
oh, hit 400K. I'm kicking my feet up. Let's just do the same thing I've been doing in Madden for 4 years.
Yeah.
That's why I honestly think I got not I didn't get burnt out. I didn't get burnt out too much last year, but it
Yeah.
was about a month where I was like, bruh, I am uploading the same exact video with a different title.
Yeah.
And I was
Yeah.
like, this is not even fun anymore. And I think I stopped uploading for like a week, and then
Yeah.
I came back, and then I kind of got back to what I was doing, which is having fun, doing the wild stuff.
Yeah.
Stuff that nobody really wants to do, the drinking and smoking and this and that. I'm
Yeah.
like, I don't really. I'd rather show you the real side of me than me like
Yeah.
portraying. Oh, drugs are bad.
Yeah.
Everything is bad when you overdo it.
Yeah.
Literally, you could drink too much water and die.
Absolutely.
It's,
You don't want to
but if you
deplete
do
those
it in
electrolytes.
moderation,
Yeah.
exactly. Like if you do it in moderation, everything is okay. Now, drinking and
Absolutely.
driving is where I draw. That's where I draw the line at. But
Yeah. Yeah.
having fun and making sure you still got getting your stuff done. I don't care what you do, just as long as you don't do like the hard drugs.
Oh
Then
yeah,
it's
for
fine.
sure. For
You know
sure.
what I'm saying? Once you go off that,
Yeah, it's a slippery
Netflix,
slope.
bro.
It's a slippery slope for sure. But
Can't do nothing with you.
oh yeah, absolutely. But like you mentioned taking like a week off, like, and I'm sure you're still like always again ideas are popping up. But like how important do you think it is to kind of be able to have these mental resets for not just for YouTube guys, but for like content creators in general? Like inevitably you're gonna hit a sort of a wall. Like when's the last time you've taken like a full like day off just to yourself? Where you're like I'm not gonna touch social media, I'm not gonna touch anything. Have you had a day off like
Oh yeah,
true day
I
off?
take plenty of days off.
Yeah.
There will be times where I'll literally plan and I'll record like 7 videos in a day.
Yeah.
because it's a video game, so I can do that.
Yeah.
Now, whenever it does get to the ultimate stuff I want to record, then that'll be uploaded just a few times a week, and I'll still be able to take breaks.
Yeah.
But like for this year, I could smash out 10 videos in 2 or 3 days and take a
Yeah.
week off and just not necessarily
Nice.
relax, but kind of plan
Yeah.
for the next like onslaught of videos. Like just now, um, I'm ahead like 8 videos, eight
Beautiful.
videos, and I have like all the thumbnails already done. Like it's all just uploaded, it's just waiting to get uploaded at this point. But like it's the end of the
Yeah.
Madden cycle, so it's way easier to just kind of
Yeah.
like free ball it essentially. So,
Absolutely.
but
Yeah.
honestly, most of it is 2K. So it's
Yeah.
only about 10 more Madden videos that are gonna be uploaded, and the rest is 2K. I gotta finish 2K. It's
Yeah.
always fun switching up a game at the game's peak, if that makes sense. Like this is
Yeah.
2K's like peak content.
Yeah.
Like all of this stuff is crazy, like crazy cars, crazy this, crazy
Yeah.
that. Like this is like switching over during golden tickets. Like if you
Yeah.
were playing I don't know, whatever game and
MLB
you were
the
like,
Show or something,
oh
or yeah.
yeah, you was playing MLB and you're like, oh, let me go play Madden. This is like switching over for like the first week of golden
Yeah.
tickets. And like you
Yeah.
can grind to get like this is how it's fun to me. So
Yeah.
um
And you can kind of see it
I
on
always
on Twitch
have.
too. You see the guys kind of make that switch at certain times.
Oh yeah.
Guys who have switched from Madden to MLB the Show when Golden Tickets start, you see a lot of those big names coming back in the directory because it's like it's good content. It's which is something that at this point in Madden we have no content now. At this point, we're dried up. So
Yeah.
you basically content creators are the content now for the next few weeks.
Oh
But
yeah.
sounds like it. Like with Madden 23 just around the corner, there is an EA stream tonight. Will you be watching that? Like, do you tune in when EA goes live for your channel?
I honestly stopped
Yeah.
because I was hyping myself up in my head for the content just to be let down. So
Yeah.
now, since I don't watch it, I don't watch any streams, I don't look at any Twitter, like
Yeah.
I know the Mortality guy, he
Yeah.
does it
Yeah.
all the time. He puts out I don't look at any of that because I want to be surprised actually when I do the video. Like I actually
Yeah.
want to get on and try to figure it out instead of looking at social. Like when I'm done with the videos that I do for that day, like say,
Yeah.
um, what promo could I use? Just give me
Do like
anyone.
a zero chill or
Christmas.
something like that. Yeah.
Or
Yeah.
yeah, this is a Christmas.
Yeah.
So
Christmas
so
promo. Yeah.
that, excuse me, like whenever the presents or whatever.
Yeah.
I didn't look up how to get certain ones or
Yeah.
this or that or how to get no, I just
Yeah.
hopped on and just had fun. And that's what I realized this year was like I can't look at like the stream stuff because it's
Yeah.
like it also takes away time from me doing stuff in real life too. Like
Yeah.
if I was like, oh, the stream comes on at 8, me knowing me, it took me this year to realize that my content doesn't center around whenever they release something.
Yeah.
I could do the zero chill like 2 days later and they're still gonna,
They're
for the
still gonna
most part, act
watch
like
it.
it's new.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Absolutely.
it doesn't have to be same day like I was doing it, like years prior. Like usually whenever something came out, it was same day.
Yeah.
But then I was like, this is pointless. This adds unnecessary stress for no reason.
Yeah.
So, and
Absolutely. Yeah.
also having whenever there are videos that are sponsored, then I have to plan ahead even more. So like whenever they're like, hey, Vic, we need this video out on Monday,
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, that comes out on Monday. Whatever videos come out, whenever, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, because I'd rather, not mess up my schedule for EA's schedule, and I can't control their schedule. If that makes sense.
Yeah. Absolutely. No.
So
No.
like,
It does make sense for sure.
yeah,
But it sounds like you kind of built some freedom for yourself, like by having this huge community to pull from now. That you're kind of you're bigger than the algorithm. You don't necessarily need to be the guy who's scrambling on that first night to get the first video out. Like, I mean, that's
yeah.
awesome that it gives you more flexibility than your average content creator would have. And one thing that I wanted to ask about, like with regards to your YouTube. So, like, did you there's this term that's thrown around by a lot of YouTubers, this evergreen content thing, where you're kind of making videos that can be rewatched at any time, really, like regardless of the game that you're playing. Like do you make a video in your mind that is going to be something that somebody could come down to 2 years from now and watch it and be like, yeah, this is a fun time? Or are you just more kind of thinking about putting out topical stuff like the most up-to-date players, so people can kind of see
oh
what's going
no,
on?
that's my goal. Every video is to be able to rewatch it
Yeah.
myself. Like
Yeah.
that's my goal. If I know I can't rewatch it, I'm like, there's no way they can rewatch that. Because
Yeah.
me recording it and then like rewatching it again once it's edited and then watching it again once it's up. Like if I can do that, I'm like,
Yeah.
oh yeah, this is a solid video. Like
Yeah.
but it's just I think in my personal opinion with Madden, as the years go by, the only videos that will get viewed again
Mhm.
were ones that have um significant like reactions or like crazy
Yeah.
packs or like this player like this like the quarterback Derrick Henry when he first came out.
Yeah.
That video like those videos probably always get watched. Just like the Golden Ticket Lamar no the MVP Lamar when he first came out
Yeah.
in Madden 20. Like that video those I don't
Yeah.
know why but those videos always get watched. But then there's some where it's like I'll do a Herbert video because I'm a Chargers fan,
Yeah.
and that video will get watched because of me and my Chargers fandom.
Yeah.
But let's say if anybody else is doing it, it's just like this is just another Justin Herbert.
Yeah.
It's not. It's nothing crazy. It's just another
He's just
Justin
another
Herbert. But
guy. Yeah.
yeah, exactly. But because of me, that's my team, so I do a
Yeah.
little bit more. So I try to make every video rewatchable years and years and years down the line, and I think that a key to that is like making a series
Yeah.
or making like a very interesting yeah, a very interesting series because you can always be like, oh damn, I wonder how he got that card, or I wonder how he did this, or I wonder how he got to that point, or I wonder how he did this, and now you have to not necessarily go back to watch it, but you'll go back and watch episode 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
Yeah.
7, 8, 9, all the way up to like 60, and you're like, damn, that's a nice way he did that. I'm gonna try that this year or such and such. So
Yeah.
I try to be as creative as possible and
Sure.
that's what I was saying before. I think this is my not my final year uploading Madden because this is always gonna be uploaded. It's probably gonna go to
Yeah.
my second channel, but as far as me doing like every day, like the daily content of Madden,
Yeah.
I can't do it anymore. I can, but
Yeah.
I have to choose not to because I got so many more bigger ideas and so many more plans that the daily content of Madden is like slowly like kind of washing away because
Yeah.
it's the same thing every year. It's the same promos. Like when we first started, it's going to be a Superstars promo, then it's going to be Launch Day Legends. The first Legend weekend is going to be 8 Legends. Like we know
Yeah.
this
Same
every
cycle every year.
year,
Yeah.
every
Absolutely.
time.
Yeah.
And then the first promo is going to be some sort of like ultimate kickoff thing.
Yep.
Then
With
we
the
have
bacon
obviously Team of the
abilities,
Week. Exactly. So it's the same thing every year, and I'm just like,
Yeah.
if I keep doing that, I'm gonna drive myself insane. I'm not gonna play this game at all.
Absolutely.
So I'd rather salvage that and still play the game and have fun with it. So that's why I have the series of the no money spents and the push and peas and the this and
Yeah.
that and the team builders. Because if I was just doing, just a pack,
Yeah.
whew.
Yeah, it hits its cap at a certain point. And, Madden on YouTube is a really big community. Like, from what I've seen, YouTubers in Madden have a lot of success on there. On Twitch, it's a much smaller community. Like, you look at, like, something like, Call of Duty, there's huge directories there. Madden, we might be lucky if we have, like, 1,000 people in the directory right now across all of Twitch, at this time of year. But, like, if you do switch up different games and you're talking about, 500,000-600,000 subscribers on YouTube, that kind of seems like the way to do it. You might have hit that peak of what's available in Madden, so why not branch out and draw from a new audience there? And the guys that are already watching your videos are going to keep watching because they're there for you, not for the game necessarily anyways. So it seems like a pretty genius, plan moving forward.
It's that leap of faith,
Yeah.
man. It's a leap of faith that I'm ready to take.
Absolutely.
And not that it's a bad thing, but every YouTuber knows about it. When you try to do something new,
Yeah.
it's very very stressful because you don't know how
Absolutely.
they're gonna accept it. You don't know if it's gonna be it's gonna take off or it's gonna flop. But the worst thing you can do is flop, and you go back to what you were doing.
For
Honestly,
sure. And do you still get videos like that at this point where you're like, I'm going to try something completely different, and you've been disappointed by the results at this point? Or do you feel like,
oh yeah, it
yeah,
still happens. It's
yeah,
it's gonna happen because not everybody's subscribed for the same reason.
yeah,
Some people are subscribed to me because I used to get stuff out fast. Now I don't do it. Now they don't watch.
yeah,
I'm completely fine with that. Some people subscribe because of no money spent. There's no more no money spent in Madden. They don't watch anymore.
Yeah.
Some people subscribe for just me, so they watch every video. So it's just
Yeah.
even I subscribe to certain people for certain things. I subscribe to certain
Absolutely.
people that drop 2K news, and I'm like, if you're not opening packs on 2K, telling me if they're good or not, and you're like playing the game, I'm probably not gonna watch. Just being honest.
Yeah.
But I'll watch you open all these packs because
Yeah.
I haven't watched 2K packs ever this year, so I'll watch them. But as far as like the game, I played the game enough. I see how much cheesy it is. Like it's the same thing.
Yeah.
So everybody subscribes for different reasons, and if once you understand that, you'll be okay with it. Not every video is gonna hit. Some people are lucky to have, let's say, 500,000 subscribers and like 700,000 views on the video.
Yeah.
That's amazing. Like
That's wild,
everybody
yeah.
wish they would have that. Like
Yeah.
at one point, I was getting like almost the same amount of subscribers I had, but that was Madden 20 when everybody was in the house.
Yeah.
That was peak COVID quarantine.
Yeah.
Nobody
Yeah.
had anything to do but watch
For
YouTube.
sure. Captive audience right there. Yeah, that was
Yeah,
COVID was
so-
kind of like a crazy event for content
Yeah.
creators. That's when I started streaming. That's when like a whole bunch of the streamers that I know and content
Yep.
creators all got their start because like what else are we gonna do? We can't go anywhere. We're stuck.
Exactly.
You know, and one thing I was thinking about, you kind of mentioned it, and I didn't get a chance to ask you about it. So you're a Chargers fan, but you're from North Carolina. So what's wrong with the
Yeah.
Panthers? How did that happen?
All of my teams are LA. I don't know why, but all of my teams are California. So it was it's Lakers because of Kobe, LT, Chargers LT,
Yeah.
and then I always forget his name, but his name is he played for the Padres. His name is Adrian Gonzalez. I want to say.
Oh yeah. The first baseman. He played for the Red Sox later in his career too. I remember that. Team.
Yeah. So that guy.
Forgot
I
about
don't really
him.
watch
He
a lot
was
of
good.
baseball.
Yeah.
But he was the reason why I started watching baseball. So all of my teams ended up being in California. So now, I kind of root for, Tatis, the Padres.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna sit here and say I'm a fan of them. Like, I'm not gonna sit here and say all that because that would be straight cap.
Yeah.
But I root for the Padres. But my two main teams are the Lakers and the Chargers because those are the two sports that I pretty much grew up playing. I mean, I played baseball too, but
Yeah.
football and basketball were like my two main
Yeah.
sports. So.
And what level did you play those through? Did you play in high school or beyond, or
Stopped after 8th grade. Injuries were.
Yeah.
I found out injuries were stupid. Concussions were not worth it.
Yeah, absolutely.
I learned that really quick. The headaches, waking up with headaches, I was like, yeah, this is dumb.
Yeah,
I'm okay.
yeah. For
I
sure.
mean, like, I could have made it to the league. Everybody thinks they will, but it's like a 0.15% chance,
it's
or
tiny.
0.015. Like, I'm good, bro.
Yeah, yeah. The scary
I'll be
thing
an
is,
agent.
yeah, we don't really know. We don't really know. Until a player passes away, we don't really know. Until we get a look at their brain. It's a scary thing to think.
Yep.
And I remember people saying, there's a potential that like 90% of players in the NFL are going to be developing CTE, and I hope it's not true, but it's definitely scary. Yeah, it's funny that you mentioned that because this generation, like I was able to play football in high school. But now I'm a teacher myself, and they really don't offer it in downtown. Any of the wealthy neighborhoods, they don't offer. They don't let their kids play sports. You got to go to the outskirts of the city, and then they're still letting people play contact football. I mean, it would be a sad day if the NFL ever had to stop or change so drastically. But like, I don't know.
Too much money.
These guys are gladiators out there. I do have respect for them for going into it, for sure.
It'll never go away. It's too much money. They make a lot of money. It's. If you think you really can, I go for it. Like, I don't tell you not to. I just knew I was like, I would rather salvage. Like, I'd rather save my brain and like my limbs and my knees and my arms and my head and like all this stuff because if I get to college, like this is before the NIL stuff. So like if I get to college, I'm a senior. I'm supposed to be drafted, top 5, top 10.
Yeah.
Look at Java Best. He's one of my favorite running backs of all time. He tried to flip over, score a touchdown, fell on his head, was never the same.
Yeah. Yeah,
Ryan
Shazier, like one of our favorite Madden cards always. Same thing. Like he looks barely able to function and move. It's scary stuff. Yeah.
And then I realized that at a young age, I was like, yeah, because these headaches are not it. Like I'm talking about every day, bro.
Yeah.
As an 8th grader, 7th grader, getting headaches every day? No, I'm like that. That's not normal, bro. That's not
at
normal.
all. Is that something you still struggle with to this day? Like, do you still deal with headaches?
No.
Not really. It's all moved on.
No.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, no, I'm fine. No, I'm fine. I barely get. I mean,
Yeah.
I barely get headaches, but before then it was headaches, aches and pains, knees, and this and that. And I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm 10, bro. Like,
Exactly. You're feeling like a
uh,
75-year-old man, and you're
yeah,
you're
I'm
you're
like,
not even a
bro.
teenager yet. That's wild.
I
Yeah.
was like, I'm not even in high school yet, bro. I'm like, I was
Yeah.
just like, man, this is not smart.
So
So then I
so
just
so
stopped.
what took over for you, like as far as like hobbies and interests? Like, did video games kind of become the main thing after sports kind of
Yep.
faded into the background for you? What was your first game that you got like really good at or really into when you were a kid?
Okay, let me see. Okay, so I was always really good at like Madden, NBA Live.
Yeah.
This is before 2K, so like NBA Live was the basketball game.
Yeah.
I was always really good at sports games, but then I wasn't good at like shooter games because it was all about timing,
Mm-hmm.
quick twitch,
Yeah.
like having muscle memory about this and that. Now, well, not now. Then
Mm-hmm.
I got introduced to Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2.
Yeah.
So that was like my first introduction to like hardcore gaming.
Yeah.
Like like I call it sweaty gaming. I was
Yeah.
a sweaty gamer, bro.
Yeah.
I'm talking about sweaty as in like get out of school, finish my homework the times I did finish it because I got in trouble
Yeah.
for not finishing it one time.
Yeah.
But the times I did finish it, Call of Duty for like 4 hours, five
Yeah.
hours until it's time to go to bed. Like I was a sweat
Yeah.
on that game, Black Ops, and MW3, and then Black Ops 2.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
I'm
on
pretty
those, and then Black Ops 3 too.
nice. Yeah, and like what were the lobbies like back then? Were the lobbies nasty? Like
Oh
a lot of
man,
trash
it was
talking going on?
glorious.
Yeah, it
It
was
was
wild.
amazing. I miss it. You
Yeah.
can't even join the lobby no more and say something about somebody's mom and I get like, oh my god. I'm
Yeah.
like, bro, I'm just relax. I've been called all type of names,
Yeah.
all type of this, everything under the sun. I've heard it, and
Yeah.
just in those lobbies, bro, I've heard it.
Oh,
You
for
can instantly
sure.
tell. The people that always had the numbers in their gamer tag and like they replaced the zeros with numbers, or like
Yeah, yeah,
it
yeah.
would be like it would be like ZER and then the number
Yeah.
zero, and I'm like,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah, he's toxic, and
Oh, you
you
can
can instantly
tell.
tell like he's
Yeah.
toxic.
Absolutely, and it's
Yeah.
like I have fond memories too. Like even getting out, the playing with friends, split screen online, like that stuff is nasty. You get a bunch of guys in the same room,
Oh
and
yeah.
it's just a good experience. But so you moved on to those, and then what about like as far as games that you're playing right now? Like, do you still have a chance to really play games just for fun, or is pretty much every
Yeah.
time you fire up a console to make content at this point?
No, I still play games for fun. I still have fun. I still have fun playing Madden.
Yeah,
It's just playing against certain people and head to head is boring.
yeah,
Like whenever I play somebody, I can run stretch. I can run stretch alert lookie, or I can do the
yeah,
post with the this and that. Like I can do all of these things,
yeah,
but it's boring.
yeah,
Like it's boring.
yeah,
So I usually don't play Madden in my free time because I'd rather play that game for videos. And some people like to see me get mad. Some people say you complain too much, and then like, all right, complain some more. So,
yeah.
but I have a lot of fun, playing 2K, Fall Guys.
Fall Guys, I
Uh,
caught one of your streams doing Fall Guys. Are you cracked at it, or what would you say your skill level is at Fall Guys? A lot of Madden
I'm the
guys are playing
best
it
in the
now.
world.
Oh
I'm the
damn,
best in the
okay,
world.
okay. So we got to
Nobody's
tune
seen me.
in. Are we gonna get any Fall Guys streams on Twitch in the next little while from you, or is that
Oh
something you're planning on?
yeah. Whenever see, I was streaming a lot recently, but I'm kind of taking like a mental like
Yeah,
lapse or like break so I can get back in the gym, drink more water. So whenever I do stream, I have way more energy and I'm not,
yeah,
tired by like hour 5 or hour 6 type
yeah,
stuff. Because there's a time where I'll be like, bro, I'm tired, and in my head, I was like mentally tired, but I could still stream. Like I'm like I could play Fall Guys for hours, but mentally
yeah,
I was tired,
yeah,
but physically I wasn't. So now I'm just kind of taking a step back.
for sure.
Fall Guys, I have fun. Call of Duty, 2K, Madden, FIFA. It's a lot. I like playing a lot of. I like playing games on stream for the simple fact of I can play it with people and they can watch it with me. I don't
Absolutely,
like
yeah,
playing games. Um, like story mode games, I should say specifically.
yeah,
I don't like playing story mode games by myself. I
yeah,
like playing it, with the viewer, even if it's 3 people. I don't care,
yeah,
whatever.
for sure.
I like playing it and watching their reaction with mine. And
Yeah,
then, as far as games, I could just boot up and play. As of right now, it's just 2K and Fall Guys. Before it was
yeah,
Fortnite. Whenever Fortnite was
yeah.
peak gaming. Like I could play. It was times where I would not upload because I was playing Fortnite.
Yeah.
Um,
Well, it's
but
good that
no,
you
it's
still get to
just
enjoy video gaming. I feel like a lot of guys look at it
oh
just as
yeah,
strictly a job, but it's because video gaming is supposed to initially for most people it's an escape. It's a chance to do
yeah.
something relaxing and get away from school or work or whatever. But yeah, man, it's kind of cool. Like to see you on Twitch, it's kind of like a different vibe from YouTube because YouTube there's so much planning that goes into it. Is Twitch kind of your vessel for just like chilling, like just going on there to just like kind of hang out, or do you feel like you're putting a lot of planning into your streams as well, the same way you would for a video?
Not yet.
Yeah,
Not yet. Not as much planning yet because I still don't. I'm still not used to just booting up a stream for hours. I can
yeah,
record for hours. Like I can
yeah,
record for 7 hours, 8 hours, 9 hours, 10
yeah,
hours, whatever. But as far as like, that's why I always respect the streamers because to be live and entertaining for 8 hours at a time,
yeah,
it takes a certain skill. Like it is interesting to see somebody be live for that long and me not click off. I don't think I personally watched an 8 hour stream, but
yeah,
I know there's people that do watch 8 hour streams, but like obviously
yeah.
it have to be some sort of entertaining because they have, tens to hundreds to maybe thousands of people watching them for 8 hours.
Oh yeah,
They have to be some sort of good or entertaining. So
yeah,
I, I always say I respect the streamers, and but streaming and YouTubing are two totally
yeah,
different fields because when you're live and I don't necessarily say anything crazy, but I've seen certain people say some crazy things live,
yeah.
whereas if you were recording, they would just take it out, nobody would ever know
Absolutely.
about it.
Yeah. I
And then you're
mean,
streaming, you say something out of this world out of pocket.
yeah,
Now it's clipped, put on this, put on
yeah,
that. Now you're losing brand deals. Like it's a whole
absolutely,
different ballgame. But
for sure.
also, the editing part of YouTube is an animal. So like they're
Yeah,
both their own beast, if that makes sense.
yeah.
Like Kanye,
Oh,
like Kanye. No,
absolutely. No, it does
was it
make sense.
Kobe or Kanye?
Yeah,
Who
yeah.
said that?
It's Kobe,
I
Kobe
can't
or
remember.
Kanye. What's that? Is that a line from a song?
It's a commercial. It's like,
Yeah,
are you the same beast or in a different animal? I think it's like, yeah, it's
yeah.
like a Nike commercial or something. I
Oh yeah,
forget.
yeah, yeah. Oh, that's wild. I like that. And I'm thinking like, with for you when you came over to Twitch, were you like kind of did you bring your community over from YouTube, or were you kind of like did you
No,
always have a Twitch account or no?
I've always had Twitch account. I've
Yeah,
uploaded that I was streaming, I think, twice.
yeah,
One time for NCAA, one time for the draft. Other than
yeah,
that, because I wanted to figure out all the ins and outs of Twitch, of the sub badges, the
yeah,
emotes, the noties,
yeah.
the little, the
Little stream
channel
panels
points,
or whatever. Yeah, channel point
stream,
everything.
like just everything, making sure my computer can run everything smooth, the PC, the
Yeah,
multiple screens, the chat up on this screen, this and that, the lighting, the mic, like I was like, I'm not about to just be one of those people that just uploads a YouTube video. Hey, I'm streaming, get a bunch of people to sub, and then
yeah,
never, never
yeah.
figure out how to stream.
Absolutely. Yeah.
So
That
my
that
my
that's
goal this summer or this like past 3 months was just to figure out how I want to stream, whether it's me playing Madden, me playing Fall Guys, whether it's an IRL stream or where we're playing like beer pong or fear pong or we're
yeah,
doing a game night. Like it's so many things that
yeah,
crossed my mind when I was like, yeah, I like this streaming stuff.
yeah.
And
And
it kind of
and
gave away what I was doing.
oh no, don't worry. We can delete that part from the VOD if you want. We can delete
Like,
anything.
yeah,
But
man.
I noticed too that you have a second YouTube channel, and what's it called? I stumbled across it the other day. You have a another channel.
Vic Live, yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So that's like for more of your IRL stuff. Is that something you
That's
intend to do a lot of going forward as well? Like letting people into
that's
your life?
gonna be where all the stream stuff and then where all the other matter stuff goes. So
Okay.
eventually, like the main channel is gonna be like the main like big bulky like
Yeah.
tedious content that takes me. Like I actually have to plan this content. I have to
Yeah.
do this. I have to do that. Get a film guide. Do this. Do that.
Yeah.
And then the second channel is going to be the No Money Spin series, the Push and P, the pack openings, the
Yeah.
gameplays, this, that. Like
The anthologies.
that's
Yeah.
the ultimate goal is to have the main channel maybe like once twice a week. Second channel still running like it's nothing because if I'm
Yeah.
streaming for 6 hours,
Yeah.
I can get a solid amount of videos from that. So
Absolutely.
it's Whether it's me playing Madden, whether it's me reacting to videos, whether it's me watching somebody else's video, whether it's me watching somebody's Madden video,
Yeah,
whether it's a bunch of memes, like TikTok thing, a
yeah,
Reddit thing, me playing Fall Guys, like
yeah. You got
it's
all kinds of different buckets of content for
yeah,
different people. Like that's awesome. Yeah, that's a great way of a good use of time. If you can kind of double
oh, yeah,
down streaming and also make it productive for your YouTube, it's like buying more time for you
yep,
to actually get some downtime later on.
yep,
But yeah, like it sounds like you kind of got you got your toes in a whole bunch of different buckets here, like trying to kind of appeal to a wide audience and be yourself at the same time. And it sounds like your direction for the channel is really exciting. Like that first channel with these big high production value videos, it sounds like you got some
yeah,
bangers like on the way. Like it's going to be
oh
some
yeah,
big time videos. So hopefully, I'm hoping that
oh
they
yeah.
continue to blow up and exceed your expectations, man. It's exciting
It's
to hear about.
the leap. It's the leap
Yeah,
of faith. That's what I call
absolutely.
it, the leap of faith. And either I fall on my face and get up, or I fly away.
Well, we're here for the
Either way, I'm
rise.
getting up.
Yeah.
Either way, my hand is gonna be up. So
Absolutely,
yeah,
and
everything's
I just
fun.
wanted to ask you a couple, last couple questions here. What are some of your immediate goals? Just as a content creator, either for this coming year for Madden 23, or kind of a do you even have an end goal in sight, like where you'd like to be 5 years from now?
Nope.
No.
I don't really have a end goal of anywhere. I just want to make sure I have a way more comfortable life than I have. That's
Yeah.
about it. I don't really do too much of the like 5, 10, 20
Yeah.
year plans because I mean I hate to say it, I'm not gonna wood, but we're
Yeah.
not promised tomorrow. So
Absolutely. Yeah.
I plan for the near future. I have a bunch of little goals. So like right now for the next 30 days, I want to get back to the gym 2 times a day, drink a
Yeah.
whole gallon of water so I can get back healthier, do this and
Huge.
that so I can do more videos and have more energy and do that. So that's
Yeah.
I usually plan mine by the 30 to 60 to maybe like 120 like
Yeah.
days. I don't really
Yeah.
do like the 5 years and I mean I could say all right, let me 5 year plan is house, car,
Yeah.
um, paid off with driving around, and like I can do that,
Yeah.
but I like to be way more personal and realistic when it comes
Yeah.
to certain goals. So, like in
Absolutely.
60 days, I want to be able to stream more consistently, have the second channel going, have the main channel and ideas flowing.
Yeah.
Whereas in 5 years, I could be like, oh yeah, in 5 years, I want to be 2 million subs.
Yeah. Who even knows
You know,
what
like,
YouTube's gonna look like in 5 years?
exactly.
It's the
It
internet.
might
It's
be
changing. Yeah.
exactly. It could be a completely different platform. It could be
Yeah.
something where YouTube is completely terminated,
Yeah.
and I mean, hopefully not, but YouTube be terminated, and there could be something called I don't know,
Mixer 2.0 comes
Gmail,
back.
yeah,
Yeah.
Mixer Tube or something. You know, like, and
Yeah.
then we're all over there. So
Yeah. Yeah.
eh, I
Yeah.
don't really like to do the whole 5, 10, 20, 30
Yeah.
year plan.
But
No.
I gotta say, it was refreshing though to hear that like your goal. The first thing you said was not even content related. The goal, getting back in the gym,
Oh
drinking
yeah,
lots of water. Like for me, that's one of the things. Like since COVID started, since I started streaming, that really kind of went sideways was health. Healthy habits. Like, so to people out there watching, like taking care of your body and mind, it has that obviously takes precedence for you on top of everything else. So that's inspiring me to get out to the gym now. I gotta say, my wife's been bothering
yeah.
me to go, so maybe it's time
When
now.
I'm when I am in the gym, I'm at my most peaceful, and that
Yeah,
translates to mental health, and that trickles down to physical health.
for sure.
And drinking water clears your mind, and then eating healthy feeds the body great. So
Yeah,
it's very simple. It's
absolutely.
very hard at the same time because if it wasn't hard, it'd
Yeah,
be so easy to do. But
yeah,
it's very another thing I figured out in Memphis was that mental health trickles down to physical health. It doesn't go physical then mental. It always, for me at least, for me it goes mental then physical.
yeah,
Because if I'm not good up here, I'm
for
not
sure.
eating good. I'm not going to the gym. I'm not going anywhere. I'm in like
Yeah,
once I get good
absolutely.
up there, you're smooth,
Yeah.
man.
And I think that's kind of like a little mini epidemic, amongst people in the streaming community is taking care of the mentals. Like, especially with COVID, with people being kind of isolated a little bit more, that hermit mentality. To being a
Yep.
content creator, you got to spend a lot of time indoors on your own, focusing too. But that in itself can be detrimental to mental health. So like I know. For example, that you got to get together with some other streamers and do some social stuff with them. I know Fendler, Xerxes, ScoMo. Didn't you just meet up with those guys a little while ago? How did
Oh
that come about?
yeah, I was about to fight every last one of them in a UFC slugfest. No, it's fine. No, they're all cool dudes, man. But I've always said it, man. Like I want like you see other communities doing stuff, whether
Yeah.
it's the just chatting community on Twitch, or whether it's the
Mm-hmm.
FIFA guys or the 2K guys or I don't know, RuneScape guys, and then you look at the Madden and it's just
Yeah.
like what do we do? We just make videos and that's it. Like I mean, obviously some people want that,
Yeah.
which I don't mind, but I'm like we could also level our content up in general if we were to meet up somewhere. We don't got like
Yeah.
I would rather do it to where it's meeting up in person because
Yeah.
that's when you'll get the best. I feel like in of somebody. Like if
For
you do
sure.
it like let's say
Zoom call
you
or
play
something.
somebody,
Yeah.
yeah, like you play somebody in your headphones. It's like all right, bro, see you later, you know,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
then
It's
that's that.
it's
Whereas if you're with them, you could do other things and you can make that video this much better. You can show you guys going to the mall, going doing this, walking around. Even if you just go hiking, you do
yeah.
this, you do that. Like there's so many things that we could be doing, and I think honestly this year either everybody not necessarily jumps on the bandwagon, but
Yeah.
I'm throwing the rope out there. Either you catch it or you don't, and because
Yeah.
I'm planning a lot of stuff already. So
Love it. Love it,
first
man.
week of the NFL season, I'll send you what I'm gonna do, and if you want to come, pull up.
Hey,
If you can't
I
make it, just
I
hey.
I appreciate that, man. Honestly, it's always good to kind of collaborate with people, and even even people at different levels. Like you got 400,000 YouTube subscribers. I just hit 400 a little while ago. So we're very different, levels of the journey of content creation. But it really does mean a lot to have somebody of your stature in the community like come out here and make time for a small streamer, and hopefully at least get this story out to my community so they can get to know you
Yeah.
a little bit, and it's people like you taking the time to do this that really helps the community grow. I feel like. So I
And
do
I will
appreciate that.
say, if there's somebody out there that does not get the word, I apologize. I do not know every person that streams and or plays Madden on YouTube or Twitch. So if the word gets around and you hear it, hit me up, please. If I don't message you, do not get offended because I just don't know you
Yeah,
essentially. Not to say it like that, but
yeah,
I I don't watch too many Madden videos because I play it so much. I only watch a certain amount of few. Like if I know it's gonna be funny or I know it's gonna be informative, then I can watch that. Or if I
yeah,
know it's a good stream, I can watch it. But if it's just like the same video that I'm doing, I'm like I've already done it. Like I know kind of what happens. Like in Madden
yeah,
videos, you score touchdowns, you get big hits and fumbles and picks. It's
yeah.
very straightforward.
Yeah, the big
So
plays look very similar. I mean, the stick is like the
yeah,
one thing that some guys have. They have a little bit of stick, but I mean, if
that's
you don't have
it.
stick, you got nothing in Madden. You're basically just
Exactly. So
yeah,
if you don't get the word, it's not any hard feelings. I'm just trying to start a trend upward of us seeing each other,
yeah,
meeting our internet friends, actually talking in person, actually making real life memories.
yeah,
Not only Madden videos, but we can also turn these real life memories into Madden videos, if that makes sense.
yeah. Absolutely.
So
I think that's
like
a
whenever we
great.
went to New York, me,
Yeah,
ScoMo, Zerk, Swift,
yeah.
Findler, I think that's all the Madden guys, if I'm not mistaken. I think that
Yeah.
was it. Yeah,
Who like
had a
how does that
blast.
happen? Is that just a DM that turns into a trip, or
But no, it
who?
was it was underdog sponsored thing, so we
Oh,
all met up
okay,
for the first time, and it
nice.
was amazing. We all just clicked, and I'm like,
Yeah,
why can't it be like this? It doesn't have
yeah.
to be me involved. Like I don't even
You
care
just
if I'm not
people like
invited.
seeing other people. I'm sure Fendler told you about
Yes,
his party that he did for his community, where he had a whole bunch of people over
yes.
at his house. It was fun. Like people just want to see you living your best
Just want
life.
to see it, man. I
Yeah.
just want to see it, even if it's like whenever ScoMo and them got back. I think ScoMo told Daddy Dimu, who I didn't know
Oh,
of
he's a
until that
baseball guy,
moment.
right? Big base MLB
Yeah,
the Show guy.
Daddy
Yeah.
Dimu and Cece, they all went to the game. I'm like,
Yeah.
that's what I love to
Yeah.
see is people and everybody just coming together, having a good time, and actually like living and not just playing.
Yeah.
Like we can also play the game, but
Yeah.
why not do it in the same room where I can talk trash to you in your face, you can talk trash to me in my
Yeah.
face, we can put a live bet on it, a live wager. Loser does this, loser jumps in the pool, or loser goes through. Like it's
Yeah. Absolutely. No, that
Like I
it's so much
said,
fun,
man.
and like I'm lucky enough, like, I'm in Toronto. Like, I have, Up and Adam and Luch, two other streamers that kind of started around the same time as me, and they live like about an hour away. So, I've had them over here before. Like, it is just nice to know that these people are not just pixels on a screen. Like, you have real people out there that are
Exactly.
become friends. We spend so much time collaborating and talking to each other. It's like, why not take it that next step? People are not as weird as you think they would be on the internet. At least in the
Yeah.
Madden community, I've found.
And if they're weird, just don't talk to them again.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly.
Or
Then you
just
just
tell them, hey, you're acting weird.
Yeah. So always meet up
Cool.
at a third party location. Don't give the home address on the first meeting. You got to wait till the second
No.
time. Yeah,
I met
100%.
one of my, not my, one of my, I met probably my closest friend right now over Twitter. He's
Yeah.
like my brother now. So
Yeah. That's wild. It's
I
crazy,
just,
man.
I just want to see us come together and catapult each other. Like look
For
at the
sure.
2K guys, for example. Obviously, 2K is a bigger game,
Yeah.
but it wasn't. I believe it wasn't like as obviously it wasn't as big as it was now, but you have different guys making other not necessarily making other people content, but putting each other onto other people's content that put them onto somebody else, and then it's like a big circle.
Yeah.
It's literally like a big circle.
Yeah,
And
for sure.
eventually they end up subscribing to all 15 people and watching all 15 people because they're all in each other's videos.
Yeah.
Like, could
Well,
you
there's guys
imagine
like
if,
Flight or somebody like that who's huge.
yeah,
And then I think I heard somebody's like, oh yeah, We Hoopin came up under him, and then there's like other guy. I think Speed maybe even had something to do with it. I don't even know, but like it's true. These
right.
networks are really powerful. Like
I'm
using
telling
your
you, man,
platform to bring other people up is huge.
because you don't realize it that let's say I have 400,000 and let's say you had 330,000.
Yeah,
We don't have the same exact subscribers. So
that's
you
true.
might have 150,000 that have never seen me, and I might have 225,000 that have never seen you. So
Yeah,
even out of those numbers, you might only get 5,000. That's
yeah,
5,000 new people. And let's say we do this with 10 people, that becomes
yeah.
50,000 new people. It's just
That's true. The crossover is crazy.
it's annoying. It's annoying because, and I'm kind of mad at myself because I haven't done
Yeah,
it, and I haven't pushed myself to like not necessarily start it, but like
yeah,
be not necessarily be the one to do it, but like excuse my language, but
yeah,
damn, like
yeah,
we
yeah.
gotta like push
We need a
each
leader.
other.
We need a leader.
I'm like,
We're too.
man,
Everyone's doing their own thing, but
yep,
honestly, if your plans that you have and you're not revealing them yet, but keep your ears to the street, guys, and in September when Madden is out and football season starting up, definitely keep an eye out for what Vic's up to, because it sounds like he's looking to bring the community together in a way that we probably haven't seen yet, and that's pretty inspiring stuff, man. But I feel like
listen.
I've taken a lot of your time here. I feel like we're approaching the 1 hour mark here, and I feel like we got to know a lot
Oh,
about
really?
you. Yeah, man. Yeah, we've been on for
Oh,
like 55
see,
minutes or so. Like, it's
this
crazy.
is why I talk too much.
No, it's beautiful, man. It's beautiful. I've had some of these podcasts that go 2 hours. I've had some that it's crazy. It's something you don't realize it when you're having a good conversation.
Oh
Time
yeah.
time really does fly. So
Yeah.
I've had a blast having you on here, and maybe if I could leave you with if you could give one piece of advice to people that might be in here right now, looking to kind of not replicate, but looking to have some sort of success as a content creator. What would you say to them?
It's a great question, and I have a bunch of answers, so you can take
Yeah,
a bunch of different avenues.
yeah,
So one avenue you can do is, watch a bunch of guys, whether you subscribe to them or not, give their content a chance. You might like something, you might like one thing they do out of that 10-minute video. Take that one thing that you like, incorporate it in your way. You do that a bunch of times. Now you've kind of like built you built your solid foundation of, okay, I like to do this. I don't like to do this. Okay, I like to curse, or I don't like to curse. I like to be brutally honest. I don't like to be. I like to be, like borderline weird, or I don't like to be borderline weird. Where it's, like you'll
yeah,
develop what you like. Another
yeah,
thing I say is always have fun. If you stop having fun, I promise you'll get burnt out like that, like
yeah.
literally that quick. And in the end, life is short, so live it and be yourself.
I love it.
Very easy. And
Yeah,
drink water, obviously,
and
but
drink water. There you go. Hey,
it's
that's
it's it's very
yeah,
straightforward, honestly. Like people say YouTube is hard. It's really not. It's all about getting lucky and being consistent.
yeah,
Honestly, that's really what it comes down to when it comes to blowing up on YouTube. Because I've seen guys that have even better videos than me,
yeah.
5,000 subs, and I'm like, good God, bro. why
Yeah.
don't you have more subscribers than me? Like it is what it is. I've said
Hey,
that. I'm like,
it's the star fact.
Jesus.
You know, sometimes there's just something though about a person's personality and their demeanor that just
Yeah.
draws them in. You know, the content is not always. You got to have good content. Bottom line, like you can't. There's no glitch. Like you can't just learn the algorithm really well and become huge on
Yep.
YouTube. You got to also have content that people want to watch. So obviously you found that recipe, man. So that's that's kudos to you for working at it, being consistent for a long time now, and building something that not many people have gotten to where you're at. So congrats on all your success so far, man. It's kind of
Appreciate
crazy.
it, man.
And I got you've inspired me, man. My wife bought me this massive water jug because I'm supposed to drink apparently this
Yeah.
much water in a day. I have not once made it to the bottom. I use it to fill up my coffee machine over here now.
No,
I don't even
see,
drink this thing. You got water on you
you
right
see
now?
this? I'm already done with mine. See,
Hey, let's go. Let's go.
and
I
then I
like
got
that.
that one. I got this one.
Man,
I got this.
fallen soldiers all over the room. Look at it. 3 different types of
Yeah.
water too, all different brands.
Well,
This is impressive.
this is a cold pressed juice, so it makes me. I mean,
Nice.
this might be not suitable for work, but it makes me use the bathroom. So
Oh yeah, man. Hey, it's
yeah,
important, guys.
makes me
You
use
got
the
to take care.
bathroom.
You got to take care of yourself. You know, all facets. But
Yeah.
honestly, man,
See,
Victionary, it's been a
I
pleasure
think.
having you on here, man. Thank you so much for doing this.
Oh,
I'll get this thing up on YouTube tomorrow so that anybody who wasn't in here is able to catch it. But man,
got
thank you so
nothing.
much for doing this. I appreciate it.
No problem, man. Thanks for having me. I always love having these talks, man. I like just chilling, chopping it up.
For sure.
And like I said, meeting new people, talking to people, and like hopefully bringing everybody together, whether it's Madden related, football related, IRL related,
Yeah.
whatever. Just making people who could be lifelong friends. You
Yeah.
never know until you try it or meet them. So
Absolutely.